This is the scariest thing I've ever experienced with AI. There's this one app that I cannot get rid of. It's like a virus. You can't uninstall it. It's always there. Now, I downloaded this app a while ago, so I'm not exactly sure what it was called or even what it looked like, but I remember exactly what it did. It took your photos and it would let you add text to them very easily. We're really sorry, but we had to shut it down because it wasn't making any money. And begging them, they gave me a link to a Google Drive folder that had all of my images in it. Where did this come from? Why is there murder mysteries typed on these images? I had to reformat my entire computer. I had to completely wipe out everything and start again from scratch. And that's the only way I was able to get rid of those images. Also, hit that subscribe button because I make videos about AI every single day. This is the channel. That's the only way I was able to stop thinking about those images. It's like they were burned into my brain, but they never responded to me. And that's when I knew that something was really wrong. I had all of these images that I couldn't use because they had other people's images in them. And I couldn't get rid of them. I couldn't delete them. And I couldn't even move them to another folder. It was like they were stuck inside of my Google Drive, but there was one problem. The folder also had hundreds of images that weren't mine. There were images of random people that I didn't know. Sometimes I'll see a picture of a car and then I'll see road closed. And I'll see the other things too. And it's like, oh my God, here we go again. And some of these images were really, really messed up. There was one image that I remember very clearly. It was a picture of a person standing in front of a car. And the text that was typed onto that image was road closed. Do not enter. And then below that it said, this road is closed for an investigation. And below that it said, the bodies have been removed. And then below that it said, the murderer will be caught. And it was like, wait a minute, why is there a murder mystery written on this guy's car? And it wasn't just this one image. There were tons of images like this in the folder. And I was like, okay, well, that sucks, but how do I get my images back? Like, how do I download the images that I already paid for? And they were like, oh, sorry, you can't get your images back. They're all gone, sorry. And I was like, what do you mean they're all gone? Like, where are they? And he said, they're all gone. Don't worry, though, you can still use our other app. And I was like, no, I don't want your other app. I want my stuff back, but there was no way to get my stuff back. There was no way to download my images. Like, you could type anything you wanted, and then it would be put over the image like a sticker. But this was before the big AI art boom, so this app used real human beings to do the work. They would have actual people look at the photo and then type the text over it. And then you'd have these images with text on them that you could share with whoever you wanted. But one day I opened up the app and there was no text field. And instead there was just a blank white box where you would normally type your text. And then underneath that was another box that said something went wrong. Please try again later. And then underneath that it said, we're really sorry, but the servers are down right now. You should try again later. So I thought, okay, maybe the servers are actually down. So I tried again later, but it didn't work. And then I kept trying again later for days and days and days, but it still didn't work. And then finally, I got an email from someone who worked at the company. And they said, hey, thanks for using our app. And then finally, after many months of me emailing them, I immediately emailed the people at the company and I was like, what is this stuff? And so finally, I had to do something really drastic. And even after all of that, even after I thought I was finally free of this app, I still see images sometimes. Do you think I'm crazy, or do you think that this app is still haunting me? Let me know in the comments below.